thing. What up, fam? Yeah, it's 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 magical. It's beautiful, man. Then wanna just wanna cut. We're just here to get better, man. Literally just here to help get better. What up, fam? What up? What up, beautiful people? What up, beautiful people? Hello, beautiful. What's up, Siobhan? How are you? That's just how I'm living my life, dude. Think about that. What's up, fam? What up, fam? I'm on one, bro. Because you stack wins, you stack wins, you stack wins. Good, how are you? I'm doing good. How's the gym? How the macros? The gym is. I know you're hitting the gym. How are the macros? That's where all the growth is. That's where the discipline is too. How are the macros? How's the training? That's what we're here to do. We're to beautiful. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Grand rising. Grand rising. 1. Yes. 2. Good. Beautiful. Good. Been meal prepping every week. Beautiful. How's the progress? How since we last spoke, or like result wise, where are you at? You down weight? How the photos looking? Right? Proof is in the pudding. Beautiful. YouTube. This I still don't have oil anymore, so I'm gonna have to get that. So I might just do it to the legs. Yeah. Yeah, why not? This. Grand Rising, beautiful. Grand Rising. What's up, fam? I'm down in the way. I've been saying 150 about gaining weight and all that. Yeah, just make sure you take photos, right? Always, you know the drill. You know with your carbs, proteins, and fats, right? I mentioned that anywhere, bro. In what sense? But you know what? Kudos for you, brother. I'm glad you are, bro. I want nothing but the best for you. Get out of here. Good morning, everybody. Grand Rising. You. That's why I'm gonna cut the survey. Remember, you can always put sugar free. You can always put sugar free creamer in your sugar free creamer in your drink, your coffee, what you were gonna say. This morning we did what? 125, 150, 125, I think. 150 push-ups this morning. This morning we just got a quick little workout with class. 150 push-ups, 25, 50, 100 sit-ups. I definitely do it. There you go. I got a whole bunch of things that we done. All right, nice. That's crazy. Good morning, YouTube. Yeah, that's what it really is. Now we got fucking cilantro and fucking. That's fucking hilarious. That's right there. Beautiful. When is the burpee class? It's at it was this morning. It was this morning at 6 a.m. We had one last night at 6 p.m. Right? Tomorrow we have one at 6 a.m. Background. Italian. No, Papa. Soy colombiano y salvadoreño. Hello, Jacqueline. Good morning. Grand Rising. I'm more durable than yours. Never, bro. And so eat 3 meals a day with no bullshit snack chips. Good job. That's it. Stay with that. Stay consistent with that. Stay consistent with that. Take care of it. I'm telling you, keep taking care of your body. Take care of your body. It will give you twice as much back. Always remember that. Take care of your body. It will give you twice as much back. No, it's not good, bro. Being called Italian, I get that called all the time. Always remember that. It's the one thing people can't take away from you. Nobody can take away from you. Your girl, your husband, your kids. There's so many things. Co-workers. There's so many things in life that just simply just not in your control. But you can always control what kind of workout you get. You can always control what you eat. You can decide how you're gonna look. You can decide to look your best. You can decide to look your worst. I understand. Bull's the man. You know? You take away parts of my. I haven't been taking away in a minute. You know? I'm back up. And I'm up, awake by 8:30. Sorry, I sleep till 10 a.m. I sleep until 10. Yeah, fucking 8. Even 8:30 is so fucking late. It's about like 8:30. Think about it. If I wake up, if you woke up at 5, 6, 7, 8, you have fucking it's 3.5 hours, and you can be studying. You can be doing something to get you and your family ahead. You understand? Like 8:30 is so fucking late. I've been up since 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 5.5 hours. Right? I just got a lot of things done. I worked out for a bit. I read. I taught a class. I cleaned things up. I made a podcast. Yeah. Wake up early. Get after it. Right? Get after it. Let's do it. I got that. ¿Dónde estoy? What was I gonna fucking look up? Raw material from which one? All right, Evil Kitty. What's up, Evil Kitty? How are you? What's Shubinag? What's the opinion on what? Should be a corner of the room. My wife says it should be. No, I don't really give a fuck about curtains. Milk is back. Hello, Leon. How are you? Did you move? Gee, where you been, brother? I don't know. When's the last time you saw me? Did you see me in Miami? That's what I was gonna do. Your fridge. Corn. Yeah, Miami. You know Miami? No, bro. I moved a while ago, bro. You haven't been here in a minute. Good morning, Renee. How are you? Let's stack these wins. Skylar. Hello, Skylar. How are you? All right, good to see you. Good, brother. Gotta go do chicken chores and eat my breakfast. Fresh your workout today. We're cooking 4 whole eggs, 180 grams of egg whites. Right? 4 whole eggs, 180 grams. We have eggs. We have cream of rice. If you've never heard of cream of rice, I'll introduce you to cream of rice. It's pretty good. I like cream of rice. It's just another carbohydrate. Yeah, I love it. Yeah, we have egg whites. We have 4 whole eggs because I like the whole egg. There's nothing wrong with whole eggs. You just gotta track it. Everyone has a limit. Just don't pass your limit. You'll look great. All right. And so that's what we're eating today. Everything is in the beginning. It's not normal, right? In the beginning, you're not used to weighing your food out. In the beginning, you're not used to tracking it. But let me just put it this way. At one point, you didn't know how to fucking tie your shoes. You didn't know how to dress yourself. You didn't know how to go to the bathroom. None of this shit, right? You used to wear diapers. I think most people forget about how far we've come, how far you've come, and all the things you've had to learn. You've had to learn how to read. You've had to learn how to write. You've had to learn how to drive. You had to learn so many different things in your life to get you to where you are now. And it's only made your life better because you learned how to drive. You can drive places. Because you learned how to tie your fucking shoes. You can wear different shoes. Because you learn how to speak, you've been able to create beautiful relationships and not so beautiful relationships with people. You know, so every single part of your life you've learned, and it's giving you a better life. You've learned to overcome things. And so when it comes to like, okay, how can I better my life even more? Well, if I look better, if I feel better, if I'm stronger, if I'm more confident, then I would have a better life. And that comes with some due diligence, some work, some understanding of details of your body. Now you can do that on your own or you can work with someone. But you should want to better your life because there's so much life it has to offer if you're willing to give more of yourself to life. Understand that you become valuable in life. Life gives you what you're worth. Now, is life fair? No. But what's under your control? How you think, what you do, and how you react to certain things. And your faith. Donde estamos, right? And that's just what we're here to do, you know? We're here to focus on what's under our control. Now it's that's in our control. And when I come on here, I give you the best. I've been working out for 19 years. What up, New York City guy? All right, I've been working out for 19 years. Do you talk to? Yeah, I have TikTok live here and YouTube live here. And I come here to give you a level of wisdom that I've had with 19 years of working out, and I've never stopped. You know, the level of consistency comes with a lot of wisdom. The cussing is entertaining. The cussing, fuck yeah, I love the cussing. The cussing is just me. Just how I fucking grew up. I grew up fucking listening to Lil Wayne. I grew up just being me. What's up, baby? I love the cussing, man. The cussing to me it wakes people up. Oh, that's kind of like aggressive. Because there's that side of me that's still aggressive. I have an aggressive side of me. Every man should. You know? Give me this motherfucking coffee. Yeah. Keep pushing on Talino. Can I just show you? I'm gonna show you something. Do you have an X account? No, I don't. Let me just show everyone something. Look at this. I feel like he's ready for picture day. Are you ready for picture day? I'll show you guys in a second. He's ready for picture day. He's such a good boy. He's such a good boy. Hold on, let me show you guys. He's ready for picture day. Are you ready for picture day? Say cheese. Bro, I need to take a photo of you. Alright, say cheese. 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 God, you are just the most sweetest little boy in the world. Because I am the dog father. Handsome. Handsome. Guys, handsome. All right. What's good? What's good? What's good in the hood, fam? Get out there. You have sugar in your coffee? I guess so, because my milk is sugar. Dog, I need to use some treats. Grand Rising. Is he aggressive? He's not. He's just the goodest of the boys. Fuck, I need to weigh out my fucking egg whites. It's not enough. Fucking weigh out our egg whites. Thoughts on waiting at least 90 minutes after waking up before consuming caffeine due to high cholesterol when you first wake up crashing in it? I don't give a fuck about that. I'll be honest, bro. I don't care. I crash. I get some coffee. I do my thing. Like yeah, they recommend you do it, right? But they also recommend a lot of bullshit, right? But it's my mindset. It's the cortisol, right? The cortisol little spikes up your things. I'm like, just get some rest, get your workout, have a more positive mindset. A lot of things that will reduce cortisol level is fucking sleep, working out, getting rid of the alcohol. Tyler, here's the thing. Before you touch the fucking coffee and you start shortchanging that, quit the alcohol. If you drink alcohol, quit it completely. Any drugs, weed, or anything like that. Overeat. Don't eat any fucking fast food. Take away the pornography. Take care of all these things first. Constant consumption of social media unless you're producing. So start there, then you can hit the caffeine. You see what I'm saying? Like, focus on things that really, really fuck you up. And then we can talk about caffeine. That's the way I look at it. Because I think caffeine is the least of people's worries. I see only positive. I see only positive with caffeine. You know? Why you like so? Because it just puts me in a mode, man. In a mode of like, yo, let's fucking our biggest fights is gonna be against our own nature. You have to understand our biggest battle, our biggest war on a daily basis is just our nature. Okay? It's in our nature to pursue pleasure. It's in our nature to be afraid. It's in our nature to go and take the easier path. That's our biggest war. Your biggest battle, my biggest battle, your biggest battle, my biggest battle is simply today there's going to be what we know we should do and what our nature wants to do. Our nature wants to take a back step, wants to be comfortable, wants to do the easy things, wants to chase pleasure. We're not naturally born with pursuing purpose. We're not like animals. Animals know what they have to do. Animals have instinct. They have to get it done. And versus us, we have best of both worlds. We can get purpose or we can chase pleasure. That's our biggest battle. Today, the next day, the next day, the next day. So we strengthen that. We close that. We close the door to chasing pleasure by understanding how much. And we close that door, right? We close the door of chasing pleasure right? By understanding how good purpose feels. Covered in tattoos. Hey, you're not gonna like everything that somebody has, you know? You're not gonna like everything somebody has. Some people like my tattoos, some people hate them, you know? But it's what I like. So if we can understand that who we must know, right? Grand rising to you, my brother. Who we must know and who we must understand is yourself the most. All day yesterday there was temptation, right? What did you give into yesterday, and what are you going to focus on doing so you don't give in to the same temptation? We're going to have the same fight today. We're going to have the same battle today. Good morning, my brother. Whether it's, again, alcohol, drugs, pornography, lust, overeating, procrastination, negative self-talk. We're going to have the same fucking problems arise today. What are you going to do different today to overcome those? What are you going to replace all these vices with that are going to actually move you forward? That's what's going to matter the most today. Yeah, 100%. Trust me, I get it, bro. Lust is one of the hardest things. Lust is one of the hardest things. Yesterday, you know, instead of yeah, and yesterday skipped my workout. Yeah, there you go, my brother. Go to the link in my bio, brother. Check out my community. It's called the Doberman's Den, right? We do a workout every single day, pretty much. 6 days a week? Yeah. 30-minute, something quick, but you're around other people that are pushing. If you feel like you keep going by yourself, it's hard for you to hold yourself accountable, go to the link in my YouTube description. Just check it out. It's a great community. We had a little workout today. We just did push-ups. Yeah, we did push-ups and sit-ups. Push-ups and sit-ups today. Friends, can you explain to me how you can lose belly fat between running and walking steps? Victor, yeah, gotcha. So, anytime yeah, show up, show out. Morning. Okay, so I have one of my YouTube people. He's like, "Yo, how can you get rid of loose belly fat between running and walking steps?" Okay, so we have to understand something. I'm going to ask you a question so you have a better understanding of this. I don't want to just speak. Victor, let me ask you a question. All right, how do you think you got belly fat? Is it A, because you weren't lifting enough weights? Is it B, because you weren't doing enough cardio? Or is it C, because you ate too much food? Only pick one. Why do you think you gained the belly fat? As do you think we'll ever escape these world leaders controlling us? The world leaders not controlling you, brother. All right, BICA, the world leaders are not controlling you. You allow yourself to be controlled. You have free will, brother. You have free will. C, exactly. Yeah, it's C. Frankie, thank you for watching my live, brother. You're a rising star. Yeah. So it's C. So if you want to get rid of, right? If you want to get rid of belly fat, Victor, answer the question. It's not about, right? I am not athletic much, so I would say eat too much food. Exactly, brother. So if you want to get rid of belly fat, what caused you to have belly fat? Too much food. So the first thing you must understand is, how does food work? That's the first thing you have to understand. How does food work? How do some people have a six-pack, right? While some people have a gut. What is it? Okay? Yeah, that's right. Right? What is it? And so if it's the food, first things first, it's food. That's why you have a gut. So then, all right, let me break down food. What's food? Like, why do people have guts and some people have abs? Okay, well, protein, carbs, and fat, macronutrients. Understand this one concept, macronutrients. Every diet has them. Fasting, carnivore, keto, stop eating, like when you stop eating after 6 p.m., you have vegan diet, all of these. All of these. The foundation of every single diet is macros, macronutrients, protein, carbs, and fats. And I'll get more into that. I'm going to have some cream of rice. Do you understand so far? Victor, let me know if you're following me. I have a whiteboard too, so I'm going to teach a whiteboard lesson. Isn't 8% working on gets it? It's 100% everything, brother. It's 100% everything. You're either 100% committed or you're just not committed at all. Understand that. Calories in versus calories out. Yes and no. Yes and no. It's like it's just about date. Like if you want to have a girlfriend, it's all about just asking girls out. Yeah, but the more specific you get on what kind of girl you want, the better your chances are of getting who you want to be with. You might not, Alex. No, but I could be your coach, and that's what I do. You know, Word Lesson is legendary. I fucking love them, bro. I love to teach, man. I've been teaching since I was like 13 years old. When I got taught how to work out, I started to teach my friends how to do workouts. Like, here's how you do push-ups. I taught my friends how to do push-ups. I taught my friends how to throw a baseball. Greg Plitt, bro. Don't know if you know. Fuck yeah, I love Greg Plitt, bro. I love Greg Plitt, dude. He's great, man. That's when we feel the most. She has that. I'll just use this one. Yeah, it's just. And again, this is your property, pretty much. Understand, your body's your property. I've been working out for 19 years. I've been coaching people since I was 12. I had C's and D's in high school. I dropped out of college. I became a trainer when I was 19. I didn't know what I want to do, but I did know something. Working out changed my life. Working out made me go from somebody who was insecure, who had low self-esteem, who didn't feel good enough, who went through a point where I was just scared of going places, into somebody that was much more confident. I liked who I was. Guys respected me. Random guys respected me. Girls started to look at me more, and it gave me that confidence to live a better life. If I have too much videos on workout gyms, I want to commit, but first I want to be athletic before I hit the gym. Do you get? Yeah, but it's just fear for you. It's like, but I have too much videos on workout gym. Yeah, workout gym, but there's plenty of videos on YouTube on how to work out at home. The biggest thing you have, because I've seen it before, it's just fear. It's fear of, what if I'm wasting my time? What if I don't do the right thing? And so there's two ways to solve that. Either you do something for an extended period of time and you see the results you get, or two, you work with somebody that can personalize something for you. It's like you can go to Men's Warehouse, try on a bunch of different suits and see which one works for you, or you work with the tailor. Hey, can you measure me? Can you show me which one's going to fit me the best? You know more than me, just show me. It's going to cost me extra, but you're investing in all the time you're going to be spending trying to figure out it on your own. You're getting that time back because you're investing in the money. Yeah. I mean, for 185, 20%, I'm 5'7". Brother, I'm 5'7", 163, 165. At like, I don't know how much body fat. I really don't care. I don't care about body fat. I care about how do I look. That's always been my thing. I've done steps and sit-downs here. Florida, you're nice. See, because I live in Florida. I never really care what is my body fat percentage. What's my body? I don't care. In Florida, it's fucking hot. 8 out of the 12 months of the year. It's like always hot. And so I never wore a shirt. I never really wore a shirt. I played volleyball. I walked outside. I ran. So for me, it's like I didn't care about my body fat. I cared. When I look in the mirror, when I take a photo, how do I look? How do I feel about the way I look? How would I want to look? And if you can start using the mirror and the scale, not just the scale, and the mirror to really track progress, you'll notice that you won't be so like crushed down on these numbers. What's better, heavyweight, low reps, or lightweight, higher reps? I would say personally, just a weight that you can do for a good amount of reps. My 5K time, I don't know, like 8 minutes, 25 seconds. I don't run that fast. Yeah, I don't really run that fast. Because I don't practice running. I run like a few times a week. Yeah, I run a few times a week, nothing crazy. You should. Fuck, I really like no rice. Great morning, great morning. I do heavy reps until I can't do reps anymore. I don't can kind of just do it until in the morning. Yeah, I don't think I don't really like doing heavy because I want to work out for the rest of my life. Good morning. Is 40 grams of fat too much a day? 6 foot? Not necessarily for your height. I wouldn't say it's 6'2", 225. I don't think it's that bad. What are you cooking? We're cooking 4 whole legs, 200 grams of egg whites. I actually bumped it up. All right, 200 grams of egg whites. All right, so we have our eggs. This is about. Why do you want to have protein? Protein makes you fucking grow. Protein will give you muscle. Protein gives you energy. You want energy? You want muscle? Muscle give you confidence. People get further ahead in life. Brown and white eggs. Brown eggs. Doesn't make that much of a difference. Those kind of details don't really make that much of a difference. They really don't. Good shit, man. Keep up the games. Of course, brother. Of course. Good morning, brother. Have a great day. Ali, you have a fucking phenomenal day. Hello, Chairman. How are you? Is 1100 deficit a day 3 times a week for this advanced good enough? I have fucking no idea, brother. I have no fucking idea, dude. When you get that specific, brother, I really don't know. They're more healthy. Yeah, but like compared to what? You feel me? Like let's bring down what healthy is. Okay? If you take out the alcohol, the drugs, take out the pornography, you take out the procrastination, you take out the overeating of the sugars, you take out fast food, you take out fucking sugar, like you take out, it's not about I need to start eating healthy. Get rid of all the shit that's super unhealthy. Whether you eat white eggs or fucking brown eggs, they're going to be a lot better than the fucking alcohol you drank 2-3 times a week. The beer you drank, the liquor you drank. Right? You lost me at taking out pornography. Exactly why you're still soft, brother. That is your next level up, bro. Like, you're sitting there watching Pixel beating off. Like, how impressive that is. Think about that. I've been there. I had a pornography addiction since I was 6 years old. Exactly. I love cereal. I fucking love cereal too. That doesn't mean that I haven't indulged in that. I have, but then you realize that damn, like that shit's not that shit's stupid, right? That shit's just stupid. When you look at it look at yourself from the corner of the room, right? Look at yourself from the corner of the room. You're sitting there and watching this, being your meat, like oh yeah, like you feel me? Sorry, what's up? No, thank you, bro. I fucking love it, yeah. How to come over, bro? That's probably one of the toughest ones. I would say number one, like number one, either you need to be dating. This is what I look at it, right? It's massive amounts of discipline, right? What do you use? What time of day do you use it? That's the biggest thing. What time of day? What time of the day do you use it? Because it's just habits. Habits are things that we do without really thinking about them. Yeah. Adopt everything else beside that. Yeah, 100%. But that's your next level. But you have to replace it with something else. In the morning, yeah, replace it with push-ups. Why the microwave has fire in it? I don't know. Have you ever opened up to people, bro, or it's weak to so also to a girl or something? So what you're asking, bro? Have you ever opened up to a girl? Depends on the girl, bro. Like, depends on the girl. Yeah, because like for example, I'm talking to this one girl, and I sit there and I'm honest, but she also sees my actions. You feel me? Like I feel like you can open up to a woman, but your actions also have to show. What it takes service for the first year and stop it and continue naturally does that muscle for the year for years fade. Yeah, because like just because you take gear doesn't mean that you're gonna look great, right? Just because you take gear doesn't mean that you know how to eat. Just because you take steroids doesn't mean you're gonna know how to eat, right? You can stay consistent with the gym, but yeah, you don't keep the gains. Um, what is the signs you can trust? It's not even about trust, bro. Like, do you enjoy the girl? Do you enjoy being with the girl? Fuck, I need to make my cream of rice. But here's the thing, bro. It's not that you can trust, right? You're just afraid of what's going to happen, right? You're afraid of what's going to happen. If I open up to this girl, she's going to think I'm a pussy. you know? And if that's the case, then that's not the girl you want. You see what I'm saying? If you open up to a girl and you think, because I get where you're coming from, I'm a pussy, then she's not the one for you, right? Because that's not what you want. That's not the flavor you want. If you open to the girl and she's like understanding and accepting, then you're like, fuck yeah, I can be myself around her. Because what you're trying to do is trying to be yourself around her, but you're afraid of losing her. Well, what if she doesn't like it? Well, then fuck her. Like, because you're trying to fit into what you think she's gonna like, and then you're gonna be unhappy with yourself. Take it from somebody who's been dating for fucking years, bro. Be yourself. If they don't like who you are, then perfect. You found something out really quick, you move on. And because do not try to fit yourself into what she likes, because you can't hold that up forever. I didn't make my cream rice. Was always shy growing up. Yeah, bro. I mean, a lot of us were. It's normal. Being shy just means you don't have confidence. That's all it is. Being shy just means you don't have confidence. Yeah, bro. Like, you have to have confidence in with yourself if you're going to open up with a girl. Like, sometimes, like, I've hung out with this girl a few times now. What's the best pre-workout? Fucking coffee. And then scripture. Coffee, scripture, and results. Coffee, scripture, and results. Coffee, scripture, and results. That's what I would say. That's all I do in the morning. I just drink. What's up, Xavier? Coffee, coffee, scripture, and results. When you wake up and you look in the mirror, you start to see yourself getting better. That shit motivates you, right? I need to buy new trades. I have no cinnamon again. Eat, teach you how to take care of yourself. Right? What's up, Cookie? What's the cream of rice thing? It's just carbs. I don't know what that is. I put water in the cream of rice. Y le pongo agua. Agua y that's it. Agua y blueberries. Who's this? Kara Roseland. Nice name. Do you think the girls care about the size or the size of shredded? I think girls care if you're in shape. Shape, confidence. Shape just shows you have discipline. Right? All my life, like what's been impressive is the minute people look at you and you're in shape, people notice that you have a level of discipline, you have a level of consistency, and like that's respectable in a man. And then once they meet you, you have ambition. I think ambition is one of the most things that's gotten me further with, like what you say with women. Is that when women are around you and you're like, yeah, I want to fucking rule the world. Or like, these are my goals. This is what I'm going after. And you have this attitude of like, you have a go-getter attitude. Like, this is what I'm going to do in my life. This is what I want. It's like, they want to follow because you know where you're going. Most men don't know where they're going in life. Most men just settle with life. And so there's no excitement. And when you invoke that level of positivity, that level of excitement to someone, they want to be around that energy. I would say number one and number two. Number three, no, not so good. Number three, be curious. I would say be curious. Girls love to talk about themselves. Be curious. Like, I love to ask questions. Let me ask you this question. What do you think about this? Right? And so when you ask questions, you allow them to like express themselves and find interest. You know, you can be like, okay, if all the money, if money didn't matter, what job would you do? Okay, what do you do for like? It's like are you going to school or X, Y, Z? You know, if all the money in the world didn't matter, right? What would you do? And then you can go off that because then you get to find out internally what they like. Learn during all these years. Green flags. Working out is one of them. Working out is one of them. What color her panties are? Oh, get out. Do the Drake's match the curtains. do the Drake's match the curtains. That's what I'm like. And also being able to protect a woman. Like, there's certain gestures you can do with a girl. Like, for example, I was walking with this girl, right? And we're just walking by this lake. And she's like, there's some people coming. She's on my left. I'm by the water, right? So I'm like, it's her, me, and then the water. But I see all these like homeless people coming. I see these people, some sketchy ass people. And like, before going there, I'm like, here, get on my right side. I'm like, just get on my right side. And so we switch spots. And so simple things like that. If you're talking to a girl and like you see someone coming, like you put your arm around here, watch out. Like, watch out. And so you show her like you're always watching. Always watching. I'm like, watch out. Like, in that in her mind, it's like he just protected me. He just like, I feel safe. When a woman feels really safe around you, she's willing to open up more. Like, you want to make them feel safe. When no one trying to give the next bro was the next person. I was the next person. That's so funny. But yeah, and then oh yeah, it's called the this is called the In a House in a Heartbeat slowed. In a house, yeah, 28 days later, slowed. Why do women like taller men over short men? Not necessarily. Taller men over short men. I've been with some taller women. I'm 5'7". I've been with women who are 5'10", 5'9". You know, I've been with some tall girls, but majority of women like taller guys because it's protection. It's like the animal kingdom. It's like taller. They like to look up. They feel more protected. Simple as that. If they look down at a guy, they don't feel like that guy can really protect them as much. It's like a biological thing. Confidence. And so when you see a shorter guy with like a taller girl, he has a level of confidence. He doesn't feel insecure. Like many guys might feel insecure that a taller girl is taller than him. Mm-hmm. So it really comes down to confidence. That's bad, not gonna lie. Oh, for sure, brother. You're pretty much a twig. You know, and it's like that. Just what is that display? You know, but you can be 6'1", 130 if you know how. If you've taken boxing classes, you know how to throw. You know how to do a takedown. That's a different thing. But if you don't work out, you don't know how to fight. It's like you're just long and lengthy. You don't also like have that radiant confidence. It's not about beating people up. It's a sense of like confidence within yourself when you walk into a room. It's doing hard things. Combat is hard. Training is hard. You're not afraid to put yourself through pain. There's a level of respect that you gain from peers and people around you when they notice, man, like you put yourself through some difficult things. You're not just getting by. You're not avoiding pain. You actually go towards pain. That's what makes you tough. That's what makes you impressive. And it's not to gloat over people. It's simply like if you're tougher, you can defend the people you care about the most. That's what it came down to. What kind of man? It's the same. They're asking what kind of man is insecure that a woman's taller than them. It's no different than a woman that makes more money than a man, right? Some men feel like some men feel insecure because the woman makes more money than them. You know, so it just stems from that. It's like, where's your confidence? And so, as a man, the biggest thing that I believe, like, there's been times where I wasn't good financially, but what I did have was just my habits. I had a level of discipline that's impressive. You have to understand you can't control what the woman does. All you can do is control yourself. And her making money has nothing to do with you. But if you don't feel good about who you are and what you do on a daily basis, you're going to have a level of insecurity. You're just not proud of yourself. And so we must understand that as men, make yourself proud about the way you carry yourself, how you hold yourself. Motherfucker, I woke up early today. I read some scripture today. I worked out today. I ate my meals today. I'm at this job. I'm running a business. But I'm still showing up. It's all your perspective of how you look at your own life. Because if you look at yourself in a daily, damn, like, do what's hard. It's hard waking up early. It's hard working out every day. It's hard eating a certain way. Right? It's hard running a business. It's hard posting content. It's easy to eat whatever you want. It's easy to skip the gym. It's easy to wake up late. It's easy to drink. It's easy to do drugs. It's easy to watch pornography. It's so easy to do all these things. And all of these, it's a sense of self-control, because self-control is fucking sexy. Self-control is attractive. The amount of times I've sat at a table and everyone's drinking and I'm not drinking, I'm good. No, I'm good. And I say it confidently. The amount of times I've hung out with a group of people that you want to drink, I'm good. Or they'll hand you, you want to smoke? I'm good. I don't smoke, I'm good. I feel good. I just don't need to. And it's like, oh, fuck. Like, so you're not going to follow what we're all doing. But at the same time, I'm not criticizing them. At the same time, I'm like, no, I don't fucking do that shit. I'm like, no, bro, you do. Do you? I'm good, bro. I feel great. I don't need it. I got water. I got a fucking energy drink. I'm good. And by that, the curiosity sparks. Like, were you always sober? I'm like, no, honestly, I want to be a better leader. I don't like the hangovers. I don't like this. And then before you know it, you start to resonate. It's like, fuck, I do hate the hangovers too. It's like, but, and then before you know it, it's like, yeah, bro, like, I just been working out for this long. It's like, bro, I've been wanting to get into working out. I'm like, well, it's like, well, you wanted to get working out. Like, what would you want to do? It's like, oh, I just want to lose this belly. I'm like, well, do you have structure? No. I'm like, that's the issue. And so then that's, before you know it, they're like asking for help or looking for advice. Because everyone deep down is seeking to grow. You, me, we're all seeking to grow. We use vices to numb the pain that we feel about our life. I'm just having a good time. I'm like, I'm fucking having a good time sober as shit. I'm having a good time sober as shit because I'm living here in the present. I'm around good people. I'm proud of my presence. I can stand here with the shirt on, how I am right now. I feel good about the way I look. I feel good about the way I feel. But if you're not happy with your presence, you can't be fully present. If you're not happy with the way you look and you feel, then you're always going to be thinking in the back of your head, like, I don't really like the way I feel. What are they looking at me? How's my shirt look? How's this look? How's that? And so that's why we're giving these opportunities to make better adjustments every single day. You and me, we have the opportunity today to change the course of our life with what we eat, what we think, and what we do. That's everyone, but had to set boundaries in relation with someone that smoked every day. Yeah, 100%. And like, if you're with someone that smokes every single day, you know, if you're with someone that smokes every day, then you have to really be like, you know, like, just set a better example. No matter the position we're in, no matter the position we're in, brother, because it's not about where you are all the time. It's about where you're going. I drink the same vitamin. Exactly, Bradley. You have the fucking thing for that. You know, no matter the position. See, you're upset about the position you're in because you're not grateful for where you are. Right? That's the thing. Motherfucker, the fact that you still have a beating heart, I guarantee you, somebody who died yesterday would give anything to be in your position in life. Somebody who left their families too early. Someone who only got it to, like, whatever your age is, brother. There's somebody your age who died yesterday. I guarantee you, they would do anything to be in your position. Be like, bro, like, I left my family. Like, I didn't get to do all these things. I don't care what position you're in. I'll trade you positions. You're worth more than you think. That a month ago, I would do anything to have her back. Exactly. Yeah. Right? And I'll say this to every single one of you guys. All right? My partner always wants to be alone. Why? They don't want to be alone. They just don't want to be with you. That's the truth. right? Partner wants to always be alone. They don't want to be with you. Why do we want to be with people versus why do we want to be away from people? If people don't want to be with you, it's not always about you. It's sometimes about them too. But we all want to be around someone who makes us feel better. It gives us that, damn, like you make me want to fucking, why do you think people come back and watch my live? You know? Everyone's man is different. Yeah, you're holding your bong and having a cigarette. Yeah, you don't really care about being better for other people. You just care about getting your own pleasure. That's it. There's a difference. That's why there's leaders and there's followers. I want to lead people to better places. You know, for heartbreak, someone that doesn't want to be with you, real hard, someone doesn't want to be with you. I would say, in that position, you have to let go. Right? If someone doesn't want to be with you, then there's just, why try to fight that? Why try to fight? Why try to force someone to be with you when you can be with someone who does want to be with you? You have to understand there's millions of people in this world. He wants me to be around, but he doesn't want to talk. He doesn't want to do anything. Then he's just not happy with what kind of man he is. He doesn't want to talk. He doesn't want to do anything. He has no aspiration. He probably doesn't look. He's probably focusing on the negative things in life. You understand, we are what we focus on. If you focus on all the negative shit in your life, if you focus on how things are not going your way, think about the kind of mindset and vibration you're going to have. This isn't fair. Like, I just don't like my job. Like, I don't have enough money. Like, what am I going to do? I just don't know what to do. Like, and so when you're just focused on everything that's not going right in your life, of course you don't want to be around people. And then you have to ask yourself as his girlfriend, is that the kind of man you want in your life? Is that the kind of man you want raising your kids? Is that the kind of man you are proud to be with? I'm not saying fucking leave him, but like at the same time, ask yourself, like, is this who I really want to be with? Or am I just settling because I'm afraid of leaving? And we all know this one thing. We've all have stayed longer in relationships than we should have. All of us. We're all victims of that. We all should have left a while ago, but we stayed because of comfort. I am his wife, but he wasn't like this till right now. I think it's just probably with business. Of course, sure. And so here's the thing. There's more to the story, right? So then that thing, business is always going to be like that. What is he doing, right? Is he getting into scripture? What gives us, as a business owner for 6 years, having ups and downs, what's kept me going is, number one, having support, right? My family was always, my family supported me. In the sense, like, my mother, my brother, my father, like, they were there. I'm blessed to have a family who's like, yo, like, you got this. Like, we're here for you. Number two, my workouts. My fucking workouts have saved my life. Getting out of the vices. Is he going towards the vices? Is he going towards the drinking, the drugs, the procrastinating, whatever it might be? So during hard times, adversity introduces you to who you really are. He's going through a hard time. Perfect. What am I made of? What am I made of? Am I going to crumble? All right? Am I going to crumble? And this time he needs to hear this. He needs to fucking hear this. You can screen record this shit. Right? You can screen record this shit. This isn't the time to back down. This is the time you have to think about you and your army. You have to think about you and your family. You have to think about, okay, this is the time where I have to strengthen myself. What makes me stronger? Get in your fucking word. Get in the word. Have some faith. Jeremiah 29:11. For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord. Plans to prosper you, not to harm you. Plans to prosper you and give you hope in the future. All right? Things are going his way, but feeding into his feelings, laziness, depression. Yeah, depression comes from regression. So again, the first thing I would look at this man is his vices. Are you drinking? Are you doing drugs? Are you procrastinating? Are you watching porn? Are you overeating? What are you doing? All of these set you back. I'm here from Brazil. I might be in Brazil in like 3 months. I might see you in Brazil. Honey, dodge the temptations or girls or things that other people have, partying, etc. Because you're locked in on what you want. Right? If you're getting distracted by all these temptations, it's because you don't have something that you're really excited about. I was just talking to a girl at the gym. Like, she's one of the trainers. And she trains people. She's like, I need to get more clients. I'm like, well, what are you doing? He's like, well, I'm like, people are this, that. I'm like, you need to reach out to people, number one. Number two, like, how much money do you want to make? It's like, I'm not really sure. I want to make enough money to pay my rent. He's like, okay, let's put it this way. So you want to make enough money to pay rent, like $2,000, $3,000. Okay, cool. Like, when? I'm like, what if you were making $30,000 a month? And her fucking eyes were like, oh wow, I would. Like, what would you do? It's like, oh wow, I'd move to California. I would buy a van, and I would start traveling. Okay, right? There's two versions of you. The version who's trying to make rent, and you're like, oh, I gotta make rent. Versus the version of you who wants to fucking move, who wants to buy an RV. Who do you think is gonna go after your goals harder? This one or this one? This one. You're not thinking big enough. So for you, and tell me, how do you not get tempted? All these sort of try. I'm like, you're not thinking big enough. You have to give yourself an outcome. Let's take the body. What if you had a six-pack? What if you took your shirt off and you had a fucking six-pack? What does your life look like with a fucking six-pack? With a chest, with arms, with shoulders? What if you took your shirt off and you had a fucking nice-ass six-pack? What does your life look like that? Oh, fuck, dude. I don't think I'd wear a shirt. I would probably go and ask that girl out on a date. I'd fucking move. I'd move states. You see what I'm saying? Like, part of the reason you're still getting distracted, part of the reason you're still giving into these things is because you don't have a goal that's exciting. You don't have a future that's so compelling. God has given us something that animals don't have: imagination. You could imagine the life of your dreams right now in this very moment, wherever the fuck you are. You can imagine the life. You can close your eyes. You can imagine the woman you want to be with. You can imagine the house you want to be in. You can imagine the car, the body. You can imagine yourself with the people in your life, a big table with your family. You at your new house. You can imagine everything you want in this very moment, and you can get those feelings. Just like her eyes lit up when I told her, what if you're making $30,000 a month? She's like, wow, I would do. See, you can get the feeling right now in this moment. And that feeling, that fire, that's how you get that fire in you, lights you up to take the next step, to make the hard choice. But if you don't have a clear, compelling vision that invokes emotion, that invokes excitement, you're going to look at all the obstacles as unscalable. Like, I can't do that. It's not that you can't, you don't want to. You're not willing to go over the obstacle and fall down and get back up, because what are you doing it for? Just to lose 5 pounds, 10 pounds? That's nothing. That's not exciting. You're so focused on the process that you're thinking the process equals pain, right? The vision equals gain. The vision is the excitement. The vision, which is the most beautiful and powerful thing that we have, is that imagination. We can see it before it happens. We can feel it before we have it. Take this with you today. Give it a shot. Don't just take my word for it. Do it for yourself. Close your eyes. Imagine the outcome. It might sound crazy, but don't limit yourself. If one person can do it, you can fucking do it. Everyone wants interviews regardless of how you look. No, it does matter how you look, bro. And then what we're going through, 100%, people just they just dwell the fire in the soul with the vices. Alcohol dwells in. I'm not from what's up, South Africa? What's up, Pyramid? Where am I at? My eggs are completely cold. Cream of rice! 920, how the fuck is it 920 already, dog? And look, a person told me you're willing to sacrifice 20 and 30 of your life, right? What's your take? So much cursing, bro. I curse all the time, bro. That's who I am. I love it. Yeah, bro, you're just overthinking it. Yeah, what if I sacrifice what? You're thinking too much about the future. Just act today. Feel good about yourself. Feel proud. That's all that matters. Just feel proud about yourself. That's what matters. If you take care of today, the future will take care of itself. Anxiety is just a notification for self-preservation. Stop thinking about so much. What about the future? Like in a negative way. If you focus on the present, you think about the future in a more positive way, you extract excitement, not worry. We extract excitement, not worry. But when you listen to all the fucking negative thoughts, which aren't yours, which come from the coiled serpent, that's why you're gonna torture yourself. I'm gonna tell you this tomorrow, man. Yeah, man. What if you had 5 years left to live? To show that you take care of yourself, love and respect yourself, and the confidence that comes from with it, 100%. Yeah. Let me just pour these blueberries real quick. Blueberries. Best rep range for muscle growth. There's no best rep range. You just gotta torture the muscle. Like, you have to torture the muscle. If you did 12 reps and the last rep is like this, you didn't do it right. Like, you have to torture the muscle. If you want the muscle to grow, you have to torture the muscle. And it's not about the weight, it's about the tension. What do you think about the Michael Jackson movie? I didn't watch it. The girl that I'm talking to, she went and watched it. She loved it. What do I need? I need my coffee, progressive overload. Yeah. I will be right back, you beautiful people, you creatures of beauty. I'll be right back. My New Balances, baby. Ugh. Stay humble and kind. Anthony, get out of here, bro. People who say stay humble are not doing better in life. Always remember that. Every time someone says be humble, they're not doing better than you in life. I want you to remember that. Like, I hate when people say that. Be humble. Motherfucker, I'm fucking helping people. I'm helping people every single fucking day. For you to be like, be humble, you don't believe in yourself enough. Right? Be humble. She pisses me off. He's on the couch. He's sleeping. See, I want it 100%. Right. Ooh. No, enough. Don't beat a dead horse. Don't beat a dead horse. Don't beat a dead horse. Coño. Yeah. All right. Actually. As I don't know if you can see my question, so I'm gonna resend it. Yeah, resend it, but I didn't see your question. My bad, bro. Let me see what you. Inner peace is balance in mind, body, and soul equally yoked. Take care of each of the equal importance. Yeah, inner peace is balance, mind, body, and soul equally yoked. Inner peace, mind, body. Yeah. You're great. I just blueberries. I'm my 5'7" king. What up, bro? Where in the US are you from? Florida. La Florida. La Florida. Wait a minute. Oh, my bad. I don't have that. Fuck. I forgot. And then. I know, of course. I fucking love salt. Tattoo, just my neck. I don't know if I want. I wouldn't get my back. How was the gym session, bro? What'd you eat? I was good. It was good. Me and my boy Victor worked out. Let me show you guys. Me and my boy Victor worked out. I've been working out with my boy Victor for a long time. Where even my friend? Where have I been? I've been here. Here, I'm gonna show you guys. Uh, I'll show, and then I'll show. I'll show you guys. I'll show both of you guys. So we worked out. We did arms yesterday. Yeah, we did arms yesterday. And then this is my boy, Victor. Me and my boy Victor. Yeah. Yeah.
We've been working out for so long. And we were just finishing off this exercise. So I would do 7, he'll do 7. I'll do close grip, he'll do wide grip. And we're just fucking laughing. Like, we have so much fun working out. And then after that, what'd I do? I spoke. I did a burpee class. So this, again, this is on the link in my bio. This is the Doberman's Den. This is my community. We did a burpee class yesterday at 6 p.m. Right? We did a burpee class. We talk about wisdom over here. I finished it off. Shout out to Dan. He showed up to fucking class today. We smashed his burpees. He's like, bro, I'm dropping out my brother right now. Like, it's raining. I'm gonna drop down. He did burpees outside his fucking car when it was raining. It was fucking raining, and he did burpees. And I'm like, fuck yeah, he got out of this car. And I'm like, that's what it's all about. Like, no excuses. You find a way to make it work. And then I just finished off with my last set here. And that was pretty much my workout for, right? That was my workout, my last workout, which I only did 2 workouts. And this morning, I woke up at 3 o'clock this morning, right? Embrace the fact, listen to this right here. Embrace the fact that repetition is strength. Repetition is key, and get over those fucking feelings about what you want to do, never hesitating on what you need to do, right? So we did that, woke up, we read some scripture, right? This was Romans chapter 12, verse 2. And be not conformed to this world, but by ye transformed by the renewing of your mind. You need a new mindset that ye may prove what is that good and acceptable and perfect will of God. You must renew your mind. From there, we kept reading, and we knocked out a little session. We knocked out just a little push-up session. That was like 3 hours ago, and then I made a podcast. But that's what I've done this morning. Ready to go? Then I would put you in timeout. I don't really fuck with people like that. And now we're here. Now we're gonna eat this breakfast. Now we're gonna eat our first meal of the day. Let me answer some questions. As I don't know if you can see my question. What can you do when you on IG where friends having fun, going on trips and having fun while you got to put in work? Like, how can you not be jealous in the sense that you want what they have? Because here's the truth of the matter: you can go and have fun if you really wanted to. You don't want to, right? What's the meal? It's 4 whole eggs, 200 grams of egg whites, and 70 grams of cream of rice with blueberries. Productive morning. It's still morning, bro. It's only 9:30. This morning, wow, I'm impressed. Yeah, that's my day-to-day life, right? Except yesterday because I slept over this girl. Like, brother, if you want to go party and you can do that. What holds you back? Like, you can literally go and do all that. What holds you back? Right? What kind of work do you do? I'm a coach, brother. I coach people. I help people get freedom. I help people drop those 25 to 45 pounds that's holding them back from feeling good about themselves. I get people to go from an extra large to a fucking extra large to a large. I get people go from an extra large to a fucking medium. I help people fit back into their old clothes. I help people have enough energy to go out and play with their kids. I help people look in the mirror and be proud of what they see. I help people get closer to God. That's what my coaching is all about. I have a community, which it's basically a daily discipline, right? It's a discipline hour. So every single day we do something for an hour that raises your baseline level of discipline. Why do we the work and the job I have? Yeah, but you can quit and you can go, but you have to pay the consequences. Right? You have to understand that. Like, so someone on my YouTube live, he's like, bro, how do you not get jealous of people who are partying? What if my friends are doing this and I'm here stuck working? And I'm telling him, I'm like, you're not stuck working. You could literally quit your job and go do what they do. Now, you won't have money, right? Right? You have money, you won't have money, but doesn't mean you can't go do it. You see what I'm saying? You have more free will than you know. You just don't like the consequences. Like, you can go and party, but you're not going to have a job. So it's not like you can't. You're just deciding not to because you don't want to accept the consequences. Does that make sense? Like, you have way more free will than you think. You just don't like the outcome of what that looks like. So you are choosing what you're doing because you want to do it. Make sense? All of us are. All of us are. Blueberry and cream of rice, baby. Blueberry and cream of rice. Every one of you. Viva Colombia. From football, it's been 5 months. I'm still struggling with weightless leg extensions. Keep working, bro. I fucking tore my hamstring. I couldn't squat for like 12 months. Job and make money. Now the feeling of temptation to do something else is there. How do I overcome it? Because you're not enjoying what you're doing, bro. You're not enjoying what you're doing. I like this. It doesn't make a lot of sense because my priority is to have a job and make money. Now the feeling of temptation to do something else is there. How do I overcome it? Because it's temptation. Yeah, it's temptation, but at the same time, if that's what you want to do, then go do that. Right? Do I work with just men? Yeah. I work with 1 or 2 women like once like a year, right? 1 or 2 women a year, simply because I like to coach men specifically. But I have a lot of client testimonials for women. I've worked with some great women. I just kind of brought it down to men, you know? So here's the truth, brother. If you're not happy, think about it this way. When I was bodybuilding, even now, but let's go back to bodybuilding. At 19, 20, 21, 22, like I wasn't going to college. I was not partying. Teacher and Alex, what's up, baby G? And I wasn't like, oh man, I wish I was in college with my boys, like going out and drinking. I was like, no, bro, I want to fucking bodybuild. I love this shit. Like, fuck yeah. Like, I don't give a fuck if you're out there doing that. I want to fucking do my shit. That's the thing. Like, I love the path that I was on. You don't like the path you're on. Right? You have a job and you're making money, but it's maybe not the job you really want. Maybe it's not what you're really passionate about. So instead of taking the sign of temptation of going to go have fun, take it as a sign of like, maybe this isn't the job I want to do. Because if I'm on my purpose, then I won't have the desire to want to go do all those things. People say, oh, you sacrifice a lot. I'm like, I didn't want to do any of that shit. I didn't want to do any of that stuff. There's times where my friends went to festivals and I skipped out on that. Did you want to come? I'm like, no. And I love festivals. I'm like, no. Like, I'm focused right now. I'm doing my shit. I had the opportunity to go do it. But I didn't do it because the path I was on, I loved it. Most of you guys want to do other things because you're not happy with the path you're on. Who picked that path? You. You. No one else. Right? You don't gotta do anything. Is the fear of a thing, Alex? But I get it. But your fear of missing out is because you're not liking what you do, bro. You don't like what you do. You're not passionate about it. You don't see the vision. Oh, I want to be doing that. But why aren't you in love with what you're doing? It's just not as fun. Whose fault is that? Yours. Just saying. What do you find essential? For my first business was being mentored by somebody who was already doing it great. My mentor, I worked with this guy who was a great trainer. He taught me how to train people in a really, really good way. And I worked with him for like 3 years. So being mentored under him and him showing me the way, right? Baby G, chill out. You know, helped me once I started my own training business. I was like, all right, I know how to train people. We were charging twice the amount that I charge now. So I'm definitely going to over deliver value. So that was essential, you know, over delivering the value when people work with me. Vision, like you sit and you set up a plan or a way for it to, no, you set up, how do you set up a vision? That's a really quick question. How do you develop a vision? Like you sit and you set up, yeah. So there's like, think about what do you want in your life? You're working for what? You're working to pay bills. That's not exciting, right? What do you want? Why do you work? What do you want to work for? That's the most beautiful thing about life. You can work for anything. Do you want to work for the ability to work from anywhere? Do you want to work for the ability to get a house that has a specific pool? Do you want to work for the ability to build yourself up to go and have a specific type of a woman in your life? What kind of freedom do you want to have? But if you don't get specific on that, then how can you create it? How can you do the work? How can you do the right work if you're not sure where you want to go? Right? And there's nothing wrong at looking at other people, right? Pyramid, I think I sent you a text message. No, I think I sent you an email. I don't know if you got it. Yo, Macro Doctor. What up, bro? Pyramid, shoot me an email. I think I lost your email. No? So, at the end of the day, at the beginning, I get paid very good, probably at 35 plus. But to do so, all my youth going to be poured into my work. Will get wealthy. Okay. Okay, I like this. This is actually really good, brother. This is really good. I'll give you some good advice. Okay. Okay. So I'll TikTok. I'll give you the situation. True. I'm 24 and I study medicine. To become a doctor, I'll be 27, and to get paid very good, probably about 35 plus. But to do so, all my youth going to be poured into my work to get wealthy. The first question I would ask is, brother, like, was the idea of becoming a doctor something that you really wanted to do because you want to help people? Or did you just want to become a doctor because you want to make money? It reminds me of the story of, because if it's the second option, it reminds me of the story of The Wolf of Wall Street, right? The Wolf of Wall Street, Jordan Belfort. I have his book. Jordan Belfort, right? The Wolf of Wall Street, Jordan Belfort, who growing up, his parents were like, you're going to be, his mom would be feeding him food. Jordan Belfort, his mom would be feeding him food. He's like, you're going to be a doctor, you're going to be a doctor. And like pushing the message that you're going to be a doctor, you're going to be a doctor, because they were accountants. So like back in the days, like doctors made money. And so all growing up, he would do sales. He would sell like ice cream on the beach. He was all about sales. But then by the time he got into dentist, because he was going to become a dentist. When he went to dentist school, and first day of school, the teacher, he's like, all right, now I want to be clear. If you're in here because you want to make money, that ship sailed a long time ago. Dentists don't make as much money as they used to, X, Y, Z. And he's like, what the fuck? Right? And then he got up. He said, fuck it. I left. He's like, I got up and left. I'm like, I'm only here because I want to make money. And so he left. And so then he went and he started working door-to-door sales, selling fucking meat. He worked with his company, sold meat, and there's more story to it. But yeah. So back to you, brother. Why are you? He's like, I swear that I want to help people because I believe in good to do good, but at the same time, I like the idea to be financially set, to be honest. Okay, there's nothing wrong with it, brother. Like, I'll give you my example because I can only give myself an example. I help people. Every single day. And I'm able to make money off it because I provide a service. I provide a service. You don't have to be a doctor to change people's lives. Save people's lives. I've saved many people's lives. I've saved people's lives from alcohol, from depression, from anxiety. I've saved families simply because I was able to help them overcome their bad habits, help them see what they're actually capable of. So I help people for a living, and I make a good living off it. So it's like, you don't have to be a doctor to save lives. You can help people with some of the hardest things in life, which is getting in shape, getting sober, finding relationships, getting financial freedom, but that really wouldn't be your course. Shit, you can fucking go into finance, and help people financially. Like, being a doctor is not the only way you can change people's lives. You don't have to go to school. If your goal is like, I want to be financially fit, Well, then shit, I need to learn more about money. How does it work? How do people get money? There's plenty of people who are not doctors who make more money than doctors that don't have to go to school for so long. But if your goal is like, I want to be financially good, study that. What do you think about Fairlife protein? I don't really like it. Depends on your stomach. If it doesn't hurt your stomach, it's not that bad. I don't know full the macros. If you can tell me the protein, carbs, and fats, then I can tell you how it is. Made that man popular. Jordan was a hedge fund. Yeah, he had a superpower. He had a gift, and he abused the gift. Yeah, he used the gift, but I learned a lot from him. He's great at his job. He made a lot of money, and I've learned a lot from him. He's made me money. I learned a lot of like my understanding of sales and how to communicate with people, which is communication. It's just communication at the top of the food chain. That's all sales is. Once you learn how to sales, you learn how to communicate with people in a way better way. I know I provide a great service for people. Just I have to overcome people's objections of the fear of failure, a fear of like, what if it's too hard, and things like that, you know. And his teachings help me overcome those objections. And when I'm able to get someone to trust me enough to follow what I tell them to do, their whole life changes. Like that's what sales really is. It's like, bro, I know I can change your life. You just have these limiting beliefs. You have all this fear in your way, stopping you from your greatest opportunity. You know, and then they end up doing it. You know, some do, some don't. The problem is to get money between being a doctor and offer something freelance. What's the probability, bro? That's up to you, bro. That's up to you. If you have the due diligence to be a doctor, if you have the due diligence to study, then all you really need is the grit to get back up again. You're gonna fail many times. Getting the money in that person's pocket into your own pocket in the marketing. Yeah, I mean, you can look at it from that perspective, you know, or you can look at it from perspective. It's like it's about providing value and showing you like how much great I can change your life, and then helping you make that choice, make the right choice if it's the right person. I ain't gonna offer coaching for somebody who's ripped, right? That's like, yo, let me fix your car, bitch. I just got it from the dealership. There's nothing to fix here, you know. I only help people who need help. I don't help fit people get fit. I help people who are unfit, have bad habits, vices, become fit, have overcome the vices, live a better quality life. I don't think he's, but no, he knows how to get people to. He knows how to persuade. I'm good in my studies though too, but what I sometimes make me think is seeing my friends or girls partying and making about study. Have you ever had that feeling? Not really, bro. Not as much. Well, when take that back. Have I ever had that feeling of I wish I was doing something else? Yes. When I was struggling. When I was struggling, when I was in the thick of it, I'm like, bro, I wish I would just fucking, I had to go to festival right now. That was only because I wasn't in the right mindset. I wasn't looking at my position as a good thing. I received your macro doctor video. Macro doctor video. Mr. The grass is never greener on the other side. Yeah. Yeah. So I don't know, bro. And if I'm being honest with you, bro, you can help people and make money without having to become a doctor. Yeah. You can help people and make money without having to be a doctor. You're just looking for the for sure path. But who knows you're gonna make it that far? That's another thing. There is no for sure path, bro. You can't guarantee that you're even gonna be alive the next 10 years. You seriously can't guarantee that. Chances are you probably are, but can you guarantee that? Nothing's guaranteed but death and taxes. So you pick. But being a doctor, brother, like, you're good at your studies. Yeah, bro. You're good at reading, repeating. Julio. Julio's my dad's name, and this girl always watched me. Julio, is your name really Julio? I need you to answer this. I'm gonna eat this fucking thing up out right. What is that? Cream of rice, blueberries. But the work is your oyster, as they say. Be smart, don't just settle. Yeah, 100%. Yeah, that's beautiful that you're able to take care of your kids. Mm-hmm. So it might be a bit easier regarding the connections. Bro, you can get to medical sales. Sales will make you a lot of money if you're good at selling. Mm-hmm. Oh, boys, I love it. I want to have daughters and boys. Cream of rice pretty good. Motherfucker, you think I'm eating this because it's ugly? Because it's nasty? I love it. It's like dessert. If I had to eat 3 mixed things, what do you mean mixed things? Give me an example. Of course, brother. You're good, brother. You're good. Look into medical sales. Right? Either way, you're gonna have to make a jump, bro. You feel me? Do you want to wait until you're 35 to fucking make money? Or do you want to develop the skills of sales? Most self-made billionaires all started in sales. Don't have to fucking be a billionaire, but think about it. Most self-made billionaires started in sales. Yeah. And if you're willing to study and just take rejection, that's the biggest thing I would say in business or anything like that. It's just rejection. It's learning to handle rejection. Right? I think learning how to handle rejection is a great skill. One of the best skills. Because even I have a hard time with that. Is it the same as rice? Yeah, it's just ingrained. Chicken, rice, paprika sauce, 3 mixed things, bro. Fucking chicken rice with sugar-free honey mustard, ground beef and rice, sugar-free honey mustard, chicken and rice, ground beef, or salmon and potatoes. Yeah, those are good. Give me the motherfucking. I love this song. Yeah. To text over to your ears and learn a lot. Fuck yeah. Yeah, you cream of rice because why? When I started, for my last bodybuilding show, my coach taught me about this, and it's just very easy to digest, super easy to digest, and it tastes really good. It should, yeah, but it doesn't always. Where's Leon? He's on the couch. I don't think I got it. Pyramid, did you really email me? No, period. Period. I don't think I got your email. You're a fan I need. Yeah. Fuck yeah, I love helping my people out, bro. Do you take olive oil or vitamin D? No. Let's finish that camera rise this time. No leave any. Bro, some days I'm hungry, some days I'm not that hungry. Yeah. I actually prefer to eat less carbohydrates at times. Camille. What are we gonna learn today? Camille. Yeah. Camille. Nothing. You on cycle right now or off? Brother, I haven't fucking took a cycle in 7 years. I haven't taken a cycle in like 7 years, bro. I stopped that shit after my last bodybuilding show. I got off. I got off. I did gear from 23 to 24. I did not. Son, you should take vitamin D. Most people. I get sun like a motherfucker. I don't really. Shit fucks you up, bro. I don't like that. 5-1. Trident 5-4-6-4. What is that? Premium. Got you. Got you. A little different. I have a shirt on. I cut my hair. I got you. Send you an email. Okay, so what time is it? 9:53. We'll do I do want to do a lesson. What was I learning really today? Uniqueness. I was thinking about that with your body. Confidence. What is their pain? Talk to their pain. Yeah, the pain of not liking the way you feel. Lack of energy is a bitch. I'll tell you right now, lack of energy is a bitch. When you lack energy, you just don't have as much fun with life. I think that's one of the biggest things at life that I believe gets people stuck is that you don't have as much energy and you don't have as much fun with life. Life comes with problems. Absolutely. I have problems. Don't think I don't fucking have problems. But I create on a daily basis somebody that can overcome those problems. Problems are possibilities. It's switching the mindset from a victim to a victor. Like, be like, all right, it's happening for me. But if you don't have the strength, if you don't have the energy and confidence, you're going to look at everything like, why is it happening to me? This is so hard. Because you do easy things. One thing that I've learned, just in business, just in life in general, like 19 years of working out. Okay? I'm in Brazil, Sao Paulo. Brazil, bro, I'm fucking going there. I might move there in 3 months. Remember this. I might move there in 3 months. In life and how you change in a way that no matter how people used to know, they have to change their perspective on you no matter what. Is everything possible in life? Whatever you really want to do. But you have to be honest. You have to be honest. It's not about, well, it's not about, I want to be an astronaut. Like, do you really want to be an astronaut? Do you really want to be an astronaut? What do you really want to do? Yeah. What lesson can you teach today? That's based on the what you have to offer. What do I have to offer? Vices, freedom, excitement, love, life. To care now, I used to care, now I don't. Yeah, people that say that I used to care, now I don't. Yes, you're selfish. You're selfish, right? Let's see how far that gets you in life. Don't care about anything. Don't care about people. See how far that gets you in life. You ain't gonna go that far. I believe the person that cares and really wants to make a difference in people's lives can get very far in life. You know what? I need to fuck. That's what I need to fucking do, bro. Yeah, cause yeah, I like the deepness. I like the deepness of time. Last, I have been really strong with this. I'll talk about that in a bit, probably later. Honestly. Um, one of the it was a 10. Do not care about people's opinions because I heard that when we become older, you don't. When you're young, you do care. I'll talk about that, right? We can talk about that. It's fear, right? Yeah. No, it's definitely different, 100%. Because I just don't care. But the way he's saying it is that he just doesn't care about just things in life in general. Or just minds him. Talk about regret. All right, let's do this. Let's fucking do the lesson. All right, fuck it. All right, let's fucking do a lesson real quick. I'm gonna have to turn you guys around. Oh wow. And if you're struggling with anything, I have a bunch of action topics. Thank you, YouTube. I'm gonna turn you guys around. Oh my bad. Shit. God damn it. Oh, mine's okay. So there you go. Fuck yeah. All right, beautiful. Let's go, baby. Let's do this. So, what is it that we want to really get ahead of? Give me this fucking thing, all right? I fucking love song. All right, beautiful people. Okay, so today's lesson, right? A couple of things, all right? We talked about fear is one of them. We can talk about regret, mindset. It's all mindset. Regret, mindset, fear. Lack of confidence. Right? Lack of regret, fear, regret, lack of confidence. Okay? So fear to live your vision. Yeah. Yeah. Or mindset. Yeah. So one thing that I've learned, a lot of our life. Hold on, let me just fucking make sure. Right? A lot of our life is just what I've learned from the amount of teachers and coaches that I've had in my life is that a lot of our life is based off experiences, okay? Based off our experiences. So if you have experiences working out, you have experiences in relationship, you have experience with work, money, you have experience with Jesus, God, the universe, whatever you want to believe in, okay? What I'm very proud of for myself is that I have a list of tests. These are just some visual testimonials, right? I have a list of visual testimonies of many, many clients of mine, okay? Many clients of mine that I've helped out. I've helped many clients. I have, watch, these are all testimonials. These are all from my private training app. These are all testimonials, of a bunch of my clients. This is one in right there. I'll read it. Man, that video gave me goosebumps, brother. I really appreciate you, and you got to take some credit too, because if it wasn't for you, I wouldn't be where I'm at right now. Thank you for always pushing me and keeping my mindset strong. I have so many of these. Okay. Another one, like feeling sharp and on point in the mornings. My stomach feels a lot flatter, not at all bloated or disgusting. Okay. I get people like here. I'm here, bro. I appreciate every much, and you keep me moving every day, even though I don't text back. You keep me pushing. Like these are just people that I have that I've been doing and helping people on a daily basis for the last 12 years, over and over and over. Right? It's just people losing weight, like bodies starting to get tighter, energy levels at all time high. Along with the journey starts with the first step. So all these people that I come across my life, that come across me in life, and we end up fucking shaking hands and working together. And the one thing that I notice when people come to me is they don't have structure. You're not sure what to do, but you do know one thing. One thing that I've learned is that you don't like your situation. You don't like your situation. You don't like the way you look. You don't like the way you feel. You wish things were better, right? Do you think things were better? And that's all of us. Let me tell you, that's all of us. There's nothing wrong with that. It's normal that you want things to change. It's normal that you want things to get better. The difficult thing is, which leads us to the second thing, is that change is hard. Change is hard. And change becomes hard because of fear. Change becomes hard. So when people come to me and everyone's trying to change. You try to change your body. You try to change your body. You try to change the way you feel, the way you look, what you eat, your workouts, but nothing is stuck. And when I get with these clients before they get with me, is the reason they're stuck is number one, fear of failure, fear of criticism, fear of judgment, fear of it being too hard, fear of failure. What if it doesn't fucking work out? Okay. And the thing is, when you realize that you're either progressing or you're regressing. And what I like to tell people that work with me, I think the most surprising thing is that they find out how easy it is. If I'm being completely honest with you. Like within the first week, people lose 2 to 5 pounds. I guarantee that on my fucking life. And they're like, what the fuck? We didn't cut out carbs. We didn't cut out fucking cardio. We didn't add cardio. And that's just simply what happens when you work with people that know what they're doing. See, I believe that our lives can change, right? With one person. Right? One person can make a difference in your life. What if you hang out? What if you get into a relationship with a really bad partner? Can that ruin your life? Right? If you have a girlfriend or boyfriend, you marry the wrong person, one person can really change your life. For the better or for the worse. Would you agree? Put a 1 if you agree. Good morning. Good morning, Allison. Yeah. Yeah, 100%. Yeah. Okay. So, but I'll hit on this. Okay. A little bit more. Change is hard. Why is change hard? Okay. Change is hard because you build something called a habit. Okay. You build something called a habit. The habit's something you just do without thinking. You go on autopilot. Okay, you go on autopilot. I'll give you an example of mine. There came a point where every single time before I showered, I'd watch porn. I'd watch pornography. Every single time before I showered, I would watch porn. Every single time. It just became a habit. Time to go shower, grab my phone, go before I shower, boom. Like it just became a habit. And like I would want to stop, but wanting to stop and actually stopping are two very different things. Because that habit, you've linked that habit, right, to pleasure, right, to pleasure. And so what ends up happening is that you're not thinking about the outcome. You're just thinking about how good it feels in the moment. That could be alcohol, that could be food, that could be corn, that could be scrolling on your phone. In the moment, it's just something you do. At some point in your day, you will eat that snack, you'll watch that corn, you'll scroll on your phone. You do something every time at a certain day, every day at a certain time. And that's why it's a habit. And you will justify it. You'll justify it. And so whenever you have that habit, you only feel the pain after you've done the activity. You're like, fuck, I shouldn't have done this. Now you feel a level of regret, a level of pain again. Like, fuck, I shouldn't have done it. I shouldn't have ate that. I shouldn't have watched that. I shouldn't have drank that. And you're like, tomorrow starts new. But then you come back and it's tomorrow. And what ends up happening? You go through the same motions and then you repeat the same habits. How many times has that happened to you? Put a 1 if that happens to you on a daily basis. Put a 2 if it doesn't. Yeah, drinking is massively linked to pleasure. Right? 1. Well, thank you, Cass. Appreciate you fucking being out here, Cass. Right. So, why is that? Right? Why is that? Why is that we keep doing that? Why is that we keep going back? I would say it's number 1, right? I would say the reason is lack of purpose. Lack of purpose. I would truly believe it's a lack of purpose. The first one, really, not lack of discipline, simply the lack of purpose, okay? Because the question is here, if you have these vices, okay? Right? If you have the vices, right? Right? If you have these vices, it's lack of purpose because I have my son, he motivates me more than anything. I think it's discipline. No, let me explain to you why it's a lack of purpose, right? Purpose, right? Right? Lack of purpose. I'm going to explain to you why it's a lack of purpose, okay? Right? Lack of purpose, lack of why. Okay? I'm going to show you, I'm going to prove to you why it's this. It's not just discipline. It's not discipline. It's a lack of purpose. You have a son, right? And you're trying to get in shape, okay? If I said gun to your son's head, if you don't wake up every day at 4 o'clock in the morning and go to the gym for an hour for the next 90 days, 90, you can't miss a day. You have to go at least 5 days a week. 5 days a week for the next 90 days, or we kill your son. What do you think you're going to do to make sure? Will you do everything in your power to wake up those 9 days, or do you think you'll miss a day? I would do it. Exactly. Why, though? But you don't have discipline. Is it discipline that you needed? Is it discipline now? No, it's why. Because if you don't do it, your son dies. So it's not like you need to be disciplined for that. Your why is so big, you will become disciplined. Your why is so big, so powerful, that you will find a way to become disciplined overnight. Overnight. When your why is big enough, you will find anything. Anything. But when you don't have a big enough why, you have bigger excuses. When you don't have a big enough why, you have bigger excuses. Should practice my handwriting. Right? So how do we do that, right? I have to hold myself accountable all the time, 100%. So, right? So how do we do that? There's only two ways I found out, right? There's only two ways. There's either self-discipline or you get disciplined. That's it. There's only two ways to achieve the goals that you want. Right? There's only two ways to achieve them. You either self-discipline, so you tell yourself, wake the fuck up and go to the fucking gym, drop the fucking alcohol, drop the vices. That's one way. You literally find a way to be disciplined up by having a big enough why. But like one of my YouTube viewers asked, well, what if the gun is a water gun? Like, how do I actually put myself in that situation? Because nobody right now is threatening to kill your son, right? So how do we actually put ourselves in that situation? Okay? You can use fear, right? You can use fear as an opportunity. Like, if I don't do this, then I'm gonna fucking I'm not gonna have XYZ. I'm not gonna be able to wear the bikini. I'm not gonna be able to show my son that his mother's confident. I'm not gonna be able to find a partner. I'm not going to be able to, like this marriage is going to end, whatever it might be. You can tell yourself, like, what if I don't change? What if I don't change? What's going to happen? What is the outcome of me? What's it going to cost me if I don't change? So you can use the fear of not changing to also inspire you and drive you to be disciplined, along with your why. Yeah. I need to get my charger. Shit, I'm just gonna switch you guys because I need a fucking. Here we go. Right? So, if I'm eating right, can I lose belly love handles fast by cardio just like running? No. Bernie, that's a great question. If I'm eating right, can I lose belly love handles fat by cardio just like running? If you're eating right, then your love handles should be leaving. Cardio is not associated with losing belly fat. What's associated with belly fat is understanding macros and following them so your body burns the belly fat because you're not taking an extra amount of carbs or fats. Right? You burn the belly fat off. You burn this off, right? Burn that off simply by having the right amount of macros and not bringing in. How do you think you got the love handles and the gut? You didn't get the belly or the love handles because you weren't running enough, because you weren't working out enough. It's because you ate too much. You had excess amount of food in your body, and your body placed it around your stomach. That's one thing you have to understand, right? So, again, real quick, back to this one. There's only two ways you'll get to where you want to go in life. Basically, whatever it may be. Either you self-discipline yourself or you find some. It's normal that I go from a large to an extra large. You just adapted this to be normal. The only times people end up actually making a change is when some pain happens, especially if you're 35 and above. It's really hard to change because you're set in your ways. Dr. Joe Dispenza talks about this. He's a neuroscientist, doctor, neuro-linguistic doctor. And he's like, yeah, like you, if by the time you're 35, you are who you are. And it's so much harder to change from 35 and up. Because at that point, you developed all these habits. And so you either self-discipline yourself or you get someone disciplined. People pay me to discipline them. What is your job? I discipline people. I tell people to do what they know they should do. What they don't get themselves to do. Well, damn. I'm like, yeah. Because you have failed over and over and over and over and over and over and over to do what you know you should do. You have no discipline in that area. Because the thing is, you have discipline and you're getting discipline because you go to work. You go to work when you're tired. You go to work when you're hungover. You go to work whether you like it or not. You go to work on days that you're not motivated. You still go to work. You know? And so second month since stopped watching Corn this year. I'm ready to be celibate. Easier now for me to stay disciplined, clear headed, excellent. Bro, I love it. I love it, bro. I'm glad, bro. I'm glad. And so another thing that helps, right? Another thing that helps is just who you listen to. There's been people that have lost weight, stopped drinking, stopped vaping, stopped watching Corn because they've heard my stuff. They've heard me speak on YouTube, on my podcast. They've heard me speak on TikTok. Because who you listen to influences your life. Who you hang out with, who you listen to, what you read influences your life. I was not born this way. I got C's and D's in high school. I dropped out of college. But the minute I dropped out, I just started to find people that had things I wanted in my life. A great body, great business, great relationships, closeness to God. That became the thing I do. I just did. I still do. I look for people who are in places in life that I want to be. Because success does leave clues. And what they mean by success leaves clues is simply they have habits that they do every single day. If you follow me on a daily basis, I have habits that keep me in shape. I have habits that make me look like this. I have habits that make me wear fucking jeans or like this. I have habits. I wake up at a certain time. I eat a certain way. I work out a certain way every single day. That goes for any area. Why do some people have really good marriages? Success leaves clues. There's a certain way they behave with themselves. Business. Why are some people successful in business? And so I believe that our job, if we want to progress in life, is to how close can we get to the people who have what we want in life? How further away can we get from the people who don't have what we want in life? You ever met someone who's out of shape or just complains all the time, realize they're never going anywhere, but sometimes you still end up hanging out with them because you care for them? Of course. Yeah, good job. Yeah. I don't have those people in my life, man. I don't have those people in my life. I don't have people in my life that are just not progressing in life. I don't. What's the point? They don't care about me enough to want to be better. Why should I care enough to want to be better with them? I've had friends who were great, went bad, turned their life around, and became great again. I've had friends who were great, went down bad, and they never got back up. They never got back up. I'm always offering help. I'm like, listen to this, do this, do this, do this. As one thing that I'm prideful of. It's like, I know I can get my friends in great shape, help them to stop certain habits because I've helped so many people. But there's only so much I can do if they're not willing to learn. They're not willing to listen. They're not willing to learn. You have to be willing to learn. You have to be willing to look dumb at times. You have to be willing to be like, okay, I have to take some sort of risk. I've taken so much risk in my life. But I'll talk about that later. Any questions? I'm gonna cut this stream kind of short today. T the turtle. That's fucking hilarious. Word of the day. I don't really have the word of the day. Word of the day. I don't fucking mean what the fuck the word of the day is. Discipline. Discipline. T the turtle. Where you find my program? Shoot me a DM. Shoot me a DM. I'll answer any questions you want about it. So you don't have more views. Sometimes TikTok is like this. I got YouTube Live. I got this. It's some, have viewers with drama. It's crazy because people. It's first of all, I'll take charge of that. My content. I should be pushing out more content. Because what can I control? I can't control how many people watch me. All I can do is show up on a daily basis and give my best. Get that? All I can do is every single day show up and give my best. Because if every day I will show up and one day my opportunity will come. And my opportunity comes every single day. That's the thing. You'll find things will find you if you elevate yourself and you're operating at this frequency. When I mean frequency, energy. When your energy is here, you're attracting different things into your life. When your energy is here, you're attracting different things into your life. Your energy is very low. You're attracting more. You're attracting the bottom of the bottom. So all we can do every day is understand this, okay? If we have a vision, if you have a vision of what you want your life to look like, okay? I'll explain this, how the brain works. I'll explain how the brain works. And this was taught by Bob Proctor. Bob Proctor. In my saw. Fuck yeah. Let me teach you something. Okay? Let's teach you how the brain works. All right, I'm going to teach you how the mind works. This is how the mind works. Okay? Pay close attention. Pay close. This is a very good lesson. I learned this lesson a long time ago. All right, you have your conscious mind. You have your subconscious mind. Okay? You have a conscious mind. Conscious mind is what you're using right now. You're thinking about things, right? Elephant, fire truck, giraffe, penguin, lion, monkey. Just how you eat, a lot of things can cause that, right? So that's your conscious mind. Your subconscious mind is the thing that's operating your heart, your lungs, your digestive system, your pinky. Like there's so many things operating. So many things need to be fired for me to fucking open my hand, and we're not controlling any of that. Our subconscious mind is. Our subconscious mind is doing majority of the work. Majority of the work. So this is very important to learn if you want to understand how the mind works and how to get everything you want in your life. This will teach you how to get everything you want in your life. These little hairs are your receptors. Your eyes, your ears, mouth, right? These receptors. If you hold an image, right? If you hold an image in here long enough, it's going to come down to the subconscious mind. Okay, this is all research. If you think about something long enough, over and over and over and over, long enough, it has to come down to the subconscious mind. Once the subconscious mind picks up on what it is that you keep thinking about, negative or negative, doesn't fucking matter. It doesn't matter whether it's positive or negative, it doesn't fucking matter. It doesn't matter. This is your body. Your body will find a way to get that thing. The only issue is most people think about what they don't want in life. And most people end up getting what they don't want in life because the mind doesn't care. If you think about what you don't want, you end up getting what you don't want. If you think about what you do want, you end up getting exactly what you want. That's why some people look the way they want to look. I like the way I look. This is what I want. Right? If you focus on what you don't want, I don't like the way I look, I don't like how fat I am, I don't like this, that's what you're going to get. If you focus on what you do want, I want a better body. That means I'm gonna have to eat better. I'm gonna have to go work out more. Again, you think about what you do when you start thinking about, I want to get a six pack. I want to get a six pack. I want to be fucking shredded. I want bigger arms. I want to have a really good looking body. I want to wear a 30 size fucking thing. I want to go to the beach. You put that in here over and over and over and over. I want to fucking be shredded. I want this and this. You will start to find people. You'll meet people. You'll conversate with people. You'll cross paths with people. Wow, I was just thinking about this, like a gym membership or this or that. And that's how powerful this thing is. Do I as always make time for what you have? Yeah. It's your motivation every platform on, bro. You don't need more motivation, brother. You don't need more motivation. You're looking for that's mental masturbation, right? What have you done? Right? And you need access all my motivation, bro. Do something. Right? Do something. You don't need all my motivation. You actually need to take action. You're just looking for that feeling. You're just chasing that feeling of I want to feel good. I'm not a motivational speaker, bro. I don't want to be called that. I'm the guy you call when you need to take action. You need to change your life. Motivation doesn't change your life. This makes you feel good, but you have to go through pain to change your life. That's it. How I make you feel is good, which I hate sometimes. Because you don't grow from feeling good. Oh my God, you motivate me. You motivate me. Motherfucker, you got to take that and you have to go towards pain. If I motivate you, take the good feeling I give you, apply it to the gym. You have to go through pain. Apply it to business. Apply it to relationships. This is the only way it's going to change. Is if you apply it to the fucking change. The pain. And I work out. Yeah, I work out both at the gym and at home. All right. Any questions? And at the end of the day, again, I've transformed hundreds of men's lives. I've helped so many people. Stop waiting. Take a chance. Right? Shoot me a DM. You're on YouTube. Go to. You can email me diazduanes@gmail.com if you want to change your life. Right? I will change your life, just like I've changed many people's lives. If I'm giving you, think about this is the best way I can look at it. If you listen to me and I give you solid information, right? I give you solid information, and it's made something you think. Imagine working with me one-on-one. Just imagine spending the next 3 months with me every single day. What do you think your life would look like if every single day you did what I told you to do, you hung out with me? What could you accomplish in 90 fucking days listening to everything? And not just that, and then having a plan specifically for where you want to go. We take your vision and we actually create a step-by-step plan that every single day you're going to wake up. From the minute you wake up to the time you go to bed, you know exactly what you have to do. See, I don't believe people are lazy. I believe you just don't have the exact coordinates where you want to go. Once you have the exact coordinate, it's that much easier to accomplish because half the battle is showing up. Half the battle is showing up. So I have the Doberman Den, which is a community focused on just getting rid of your vices, and then I have my one-on-one, where there's a lot more time and you get your results a lot faster. Any questions before I head out? Fasting, good to lose weight. Do you want to lose weight or do you want to keep it off? Mason, I worked with the subconscious mind. Yeah, I mean, affirmations are great, but affirmations are great because it's what you repeatedly tell yourself. It's what you repeatedly tell yourself. Both, exactly. So that's the thing. But if you want to lose weight, just don't fucking eat, which is what fasting is. Fasting is simply just don't eat for a period of time and then you eat. Right? It's like every other, it's not like every other diet, but it's the same concept, brother. Right? Fernie. Right? You probably you want to do fasting, you probably try keto, you try a bunch of diets. Now you want to have fasting because what you're doing isn't working. Right? Because you're not sure how it works. Fasting does work. Keto does work. All these diets work. The biggest question is, which one can you stick to the longest? That is the most important question. It's not which diet will work. They all fucking work. It's which one can I stick to the longest? Which one can I do for the next 10, 15, 20 years? That's the question you're asking. I think you can't rely with fasting because fasting you still eat. I've done fasting. It works. I've done fasting. I've done keto. I've done macros. I've done carb cycling. I've done all of these. It's the same shit. All right. So I'm gonna head out. Love you. Love you. Email thealexduenas@gmail.com to change your life. DM me or click the link in my bio. There's also my podcast. Los quiero mucho.